Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than anything that I normally do. This is going to be my first, no actually is this my second? I think this is my second story time video. My first one was about my family, but this one I'm going to talk about how I became confident in myself, just like overcome all of my fears about the way I look and everything like that. And I just want to be a voice for girls who used to be like me and boys, because I used to watch videos like this when I was younger. Now I want to make my own videos since I have my own channel. I first started to realize that I didn't like the way I looked and I just felt down about myself, and I would compare myself to other people. I would say that started in like 6th grade when I got to middle school, because in 5th grade I was like I was so outgoing in 5th grade. That was like my prime time year. Like, I don't know. I was just so, I wouldn't say confident in 5th grade. I mean, it's such like a young age to feel like confident and like know all about that stuff. But in 5th grade, I was really outgoing. And I think because when I got to 6th grade, it was a bigger school and there was more people and people that I didn't know. So I didn't feel as confident going into a bigger school, like not knowing everybody, and you know, like you're going from elementary school to middle school, like it's a big deal at the time. And 6th grade is when I started not to feel so good about myself. So 5th grade, I was like really outgoing and I didn't think about that stuff. And that's when I had my glasses and my braces, and that's when I started to get acne as well. All of that stuff didn't bother me until I got to 6th grade, because I realized not everybody had glasses, braces, and was getting pimples. And so that is when I started to compare myself to other girls, and that is just when it went downhill for me. I just got so caught up in like being popular, having cool clothes, you know, like all the cool clothes at the time was like Abercrombie, Hollister, Aeropostale was even popular. I didn't have that stuff. I would always compare myself to other girls who didn't have glasses, didn't have braces, didn't have acne, and wore all these cool clothes and were popular. I just felt like, why don't I look like that? You know? And everybody goes through this phase. It's so hard not to. I mean, how old are you in 6th grade? How old was I? Like 12, I think? Like 12. And that is like the age where you start puberty. You're comparing yourself to other people, all that fun stuff. That was not a fun time in my life, let me tell you. Just going to middle school and seeing all these new people that didn't go to my elementary school, because, you know, like all the elementary schools are coming together as one and making one big middle school. I think just seeing all of these people that I didn't know, I wasn't friends with, it just made me feel so insecure that I didn't look like those people, I guess. It just made me feel bad about myself. And that's when like crushes started happening and dating and kissing, first kisses and all that stuff. And I never had that when I was in middle school. Like, I didn't have my first kiss until I was 16, which is not that old, but for all of my friends who already had their first kiss, it was kind of old for me. So that made me feel bad about myself, and just like little things, stupid little things like that just made me feel like I wasn't good enough and I wasn't pretty enough, because like I liked all these boys in middle school and they never liked me back. So I kind of took that as like, wow, like I'm not pretty enough, like what is wrong with me? Why don't boys like me? I just felt so insecure about it, which is so stupid. Like, you don't need boys to feel confident, let me tell you. Throughout all of middle school, I was just like a wreck until I got to 8th grade, because 8th grade is when I got my braces off, I got contacts, and I still had acne a little bit, but that is the year when I went to the doctors and I got like a cream and everything. But 8th grade was like my glow up year. Like, I just went from having glasses to braces and like dressing so weird to like a whole different person. I look completely different than what I looked like in middle school and elementary school. Like, obviously you're gonna look different, but I look like a totally different person. Like, that is when I just started to feel a lot better about myself, because I just felt hidden in my own skin when I had my glasses and my braces, because I just didn't feel myself, if that makes any sense. I just felt like I couldn't be myself because I was just embarrassed of the way that I looked. And 8th grade was the year that I met Isabella. She is in a few of my videos. But yeah, I think she helped me a lot in my fashion sense because I did not know how to dress myself. Like, and she was very girly and she had cute outfits and stuff, and so we started hanging out a lot and became best friends. I think she definitely helped me a lot in like finding my own style, if that makes sense, because she always had like cute outfits and I didn't really have anything like that. I feel like she kind of brought out like my fashionista self because I love fashion now, and I even went to college for 1 semester for fashion. So fast forward to my freshman year of high school, I started to feel like insecure again because you're going into high school. High school is like a whole different world. You're the freshman, you know, you're looked down upon. It was just very intimidating. That confidence that I had in 8th grade just went away when I went to high school because it's like a whole different world in high school, and it's such a huge age difference as well. Like, I was only 14 when I was a freshman because I was on the younger side, and the seniors were like 18 years old. Like 4 or 5 years isn't a huge gap when you're older, like when you're in your 20s and stuff, but being 14 in a school with some 18-year-olds is like a huge difference. Like, there's so much stuff that happens in those 4 years that just changes you. For me, that was very intimidating, and I just felt pressured to always wear cute outfits, always look my best. Freshman year, I tried so hard to dress cute. It was such a waste of my time, and I bought so many clothes that I just didn't even like wearing, but I would wear them to impress other people, which was a huge mistake of mine. And I did that a lot throughout high school. I would wear these outfits that I just didn't feel, I felt like weird wearing them. I remember wearing this one outfit, me and Isabella wore these together, I think. But this one outfit I thought was so cute, but I just didn't feel confident wearing it. I was wearing a skater skirt, high black knee socks, and like these little black booties with a cropped sweater. Just walking down the halls in that, I just didn't feel like myself at all. It felt so weird wearing it. I just wanted to go home. Wearing stuff that you feel good in and you feel confident in changes your whole demeanor and persona. It's crazy. Like, I would wear clothes to impress other people, not myself, which was a huge mistake. If you're wearing clothes to impress other people that you don't even feel good in, that is just a no-no. That is a huge no-no. I would say it was mostly my freshman year of high school that I did that. Towards the end of my freshman year, my little brother Corey, who is special needs, I talked about this in my last story time video if you would like to watch that, but a lot of people know this, that I went to school with and stuff. He actually went to a residential school the end of my freshman year, which was really hard for me and my family because he is special needs and he has a lot of behavioral issues that my family just couldn't control on their own, and it was just hard for us to go out and do family outings and stuff because his behavior was so bad. And so it just like came to the point where he needed to be in a residential school, and that really was hard for me and my family because my little brother didn't live with us, and it was just sad and weird. Fast forward to my sophomore year, this is when I got into like a little depressed, grungy mood. I was very depressed, and that is when like my anxiety started to form because my little brother didn't live with us. It was really hard for me, and that is when my parents always fought throughout my whole entire life, but this is when like I started to understand it, and my dad actually left home for, I forget how long it was, but yeah. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but that is just like a core thing of why I was just like sad all the time. That happened, and I was just very like depressed. I didn't want to go to school. I was sad all the time. I even had a meeting at my school about doing online school because I just hated getting up in the morning and going there. That is just when I resented school. Like, I hated everybody, and I just got very depressed, and I just felt like heavy, if that makes sense. Like, I just felt a weight on my shoulders all the time, and I was just sad like all the time. And that is when I made my first YouTube video. Or was it my freshman year? I can't remember. It was either my freshman year or my sophomore year where I made my first YouTube video. I became obsessed with YouTube. Like, it was like my only escape. This sounds so cringy, but it really was like my escape. Like, I would rather be in my bed and listening to music than go out with my friends. Like, I was such a homebody. I guess it was kind of a good thing because I found something I really liked. It just became fun fun for me. And I just found something I really loved. I would always make like little fake videos on my iPod Touch in middle school. I would do them when like my mom and dad were at work. I wasn't really consistent with it. I would make them here and there, which I regret so much because YouTube was like the only thing that kept me going, which sounds so cringy. Like I hate even saying that, but it's the truth. Like that is what kept me going in life, and like that is what kept me going to school, because I remember just like wanting to do online school and make YouTube videos. I had a meeting about it at my school because I hated going so much and I just wanted to make videos. So moving on to my junior and my senior year of high school, that is when I literally just didn't care anymore about what people thought about me, and I feel like that is when I blossomed because I just didn't care what people thought about me and I would dress the way I wanted to. I had my first relationship in junior year and I just didn't care anymore about what people thought about me. I didn't care about going to parties. I didn't care about drinking, smoking. Like I never did any of that stuff, and I still don't do it to this day because I just don't find a purpose in doing it, I guess. Like that is not what, like that is not me. That's not how I roll. I would rather be in my bed at home doing productive things. I also feel like that made me confident because I wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. I was sort of different in that way, and I didn't care like what people thought about me because I didn't drink or smoke. I still don't do it to this day. Like I'm 20 years old. I don't do any of that stuff. So after I graduated high school, I decided to go to college, and I only went for one semester. And I just remember so vividly on move-in day, my mom and my dad were leaving. Everything was going wrong that day and I just had such a feeling like this is not for me. And when my mom was leaving, I just started sobbing. I was like, what if this isn't for me? Like this doesn't feel right. Like what if this doesn't work out? And she always told me that like when I said that, all that stuff, she knew like I wasn't gonna last there, like it wasn't for me, and it didn't, because now I'm here. And I'm so grateful for her because she supports me no matter what happens, and I just wish I listened to her, but I would have never known that I wasn't gonna like college if I didn't go. But now I'm here, and I would say that I'm most confident that I have been. I'm doing things for myself. I'm working towards my goals and my dreams, and I just don't care what people think about me anymore. And it's easier said than done, but I feel like going through the whole process really helped me shape who I am today, because you're not just gonna overnight watch a video and be like, oh, I'm gonna be confident tomorrow. That's not how it works. I truly believe that the things that you go through shape who you are as a person, and I went through some tough shit. And I really feel like that helped me become a tough person and grow thick skin and just not care what people think about me. So if you're going through things that are difficult, you just can't take it anymore, keep going, talk to people. My mom was like my best friend throughout everything in my life, and I always went to her for everything. And I know not everybody's relationship with their mom is the same, but she was just the person that I went to for everything. Just find somebody, I would say someone older, because they truly do know more than you. They have been through the same things that you are going through, and she just really helped me shape who I am today. And I'm so grateful for her because she is my best friend. To this day, I talk to her about everything. She has always given me such good advice. I'm just so grateful for that I have her. All of the things that I was so sad and depressed about through my life have formed me into the confident person that I am today, which is so weird because everything that you go through in your life truly does make you out to be the person that you are today. And it's just so weird to me, but finding something that you're passionate about in YouTube was my thing. I just felt like so different from everybody else because everybody else was going to college. They already knew what they wanted, but I just wasn't about that, and my family thinks totally otherwise, and it doesn't matter to me anymore because I know what I want in my life and I'm working towards it, and that's where I am today. And I wish I could sit here and make all of your pain go away that you might be going through, but seriously, don't give up, because everything that you are going through is seriously going to form you into a butterfly, and you're going to feel so good about yourself, and that is the beauty of life. It's basically everything that I wanted to talk about. There's no like right or wrong way of becoming confident in yourself. I just firmly believe that going through the shit that you go through in your life is just gonna like change you. Confidence isn't something that happens overnight. Like it took me years to become where I am today, and you just have to be patient and and you cannot give up on yourself. Whew, that is my whole little story time for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not give up on yourself. Always believe in yourself. I believe in you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.